Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a complicated card game full of many rulings and even more confusing cards. With a budget of $50, I'm going to take a eBay tournament-ready loot box deck and, with sealed product, turn it into a competitive monster. However, there is a catch. You guys are able to throw out a punishment challenge every episode. Following that, there will be challenges to unlock starter decks and dual devastator. Can I do it? Can I top a YCS and locals? Let's go find out. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Welcome to episode 2 of the Sealed Only. I'm your host, and it's actually been quite a while, but y'all know what just recently came out. So besides that and work, I haven't exactly had time to edit, or even time to take part in the locals because work happened to change my schedule so that when I'm normally going to the locals, I am now working that morning. So yeah, that is most unfortunate for me, but that being said, this week you're going to get some post-commentated stuff. Me explaining the awesome combos that I may or may not know. And we do have our first punishment challenge. Exceed summon Exabeetle in one duel. If I fail, I open 2 less packs in the next episode. If I succeed, I open 1 Mecha Tin / Special Edition pack. That is going to be a bonus. So, you know what? I'm gonna pass you off to pack opening Rune, and away we go! Okay, so where do we go with the deck so far? Well, the answer is, obviously, we try to improve on perfection. So we got 9 packs of Grand Creators and 2 packs of Ancient Guardian. Why Ancient Guardian? Well, 1 card in here is actually really good. And an easy boss monster. Grand Creator, well, we're gonna try for Adventurers and getting our 2nd and 3rd Dragonfly, so we'll do 4 and then 1. 7 card pack. Race cool. We got another Ladybug. Teleport. Oh, it's right in the middle. Exo Sister Stofo. Irene. Under Discharge. And Armory Call. Punk. Alright. Insect Sword. Punk. Psychic Tracker. Level 3s might also be good. Exabeetle. Fiddle. Punk. Ladybug. Ties. Exo Sister. Hornet, which is something else we need. Wielder, Punk. Interesting. We can also get Torrential Tribute from the set, so That's something else that we're hoping for. Pokeball, Noble Arm of the Light, Exo Sister Stella, Psychic Tracker, Armory, Hawk. Alright, show me the pink. Okay. Interruption aside, have now looked. Self-Core Dreamia, Trade-In, Resartic, Viper's Rebirth, Snake Rain, Ignitor, Blasting Draco, Resartic. Alright. Let's Zectcaliber, Rising Carp. Here's a card that we could use. Griffin Rider. It basically is an Omni-Negate if we control a Venture token. So, Thunder Discharge. Insect Imitation is another one. Exo Sister, Centipede. We can also go with like the Exo Sister, but my computer says rain coming and it's actually starting to rain now. Ironic. Ladybug, Estelle, Sees Universe, Rosabelle the Star Jester. Could be some Hornet, Starlit Papillon. There's another Exostag. Griffin Rider can go right there because we need the whole thing for it. Two cards that we can use so far, not including extra deck stuff. Virtual World, Himi Nyan Yan, Punk, another Madame Spider, Rizbel, Hornet, Wall Picking. Oh, I just give myself a paper cut. It's Alarm. Yeah, literally did just give me a paper cut. This was not a great opening so far. Noble Arm of Light, Ladybug, Dracoback, Psychic Wielder, Exo Sister Pack. Armament. And another Punk. Oh, we got an Ultra. Emergency Teleport, Estelle, Exo Sister, Forest of Lost Flowers, D, Torrential Tribute, Exostag, and Solemn Strike. Forgot Strike was in here. So we got some cards and then four monsters. Maybe we can get some, but pink would make this so much better. Zora, Pot of Riches, Sword Colored Formal, Resartic, Ignite Reload, Venom, well, 4 cards to update the deck. And toss like another. You might be able to do something with like the. Oh, not supposed to go there. You might be able to do something with that. But yeah. Toss those to the side there. Maybe toss that. Yeah. I think I might have an idea. If we did that, could probably toss you in there. Yeah. This is gonna be such a horrible deck, but doing what you can with what you got. Is how this series is going to be working. Target one level 4 or lower. With different names. Alright. I'm gonna mess around a little bit and see what we can get done. Okay, so after much deliberation, I've come up with this little PogChamp deck list. Now, you'll notice new sleeves, Imperium. I actually really like the feel of them. This is my first time using them, so yeah. And we also do have a side deck and a 14 card extra deck, so move those off to the side. And yeah, so here we go. Full deck profile of week 2. What we're going to unfortunately be taking online today. So we got one Dragonfly. Still only one. I'd like to get more, but unfortunately, it is what it is. We're still on the 2 Centipede. Centipede with Dragonfly is essentially one of our main combos. We're bumped up to 3 Hornets now, because until we can get Foolish Burial, we want to see Hornet as one of our main pops and forms of interruption, or rather, field control during our turn, which unfortunately is all we got right now. 3 Ladybugs for level manipulation. Basically, it pops itself, and we can adjust a monster's level by 1 or 2. Following that up, we're running 1 Hornet as a pretty much level 6 target. And because I really didn't have anything better to fill the deck out with. So, there's that. We're still on 3 Insect Calibers. Basically free 800 power, or 800 attack, and when it gets destroyed, we can add an Insector back from the graveyard. And rounding off our insect package is 2 Insect Imitations. Again, basically, with this and Ladybug, we can go into our Dragonfly. So essentially, it's another Dragonfly. But that is the insector portion of the deck. Now, we're going into something a little bit different. 3 Yuki-Yo Punk Sharakusai. Essentially, we can pay 600 and fusion summon with cards from our hand or field. It's also a psychic and a tuner, and level 3. Why this is important is because we can bring it out with cards like E-Telly, and essentially, if we can get Break Sword, pop this, or pop. Make this with an Insector, Break Sword, or make Break Sword with this and an Insector, pop it, and basically, boom. Going on with that, we got 2 Madame Spiders to essentially search out our one of our interruptions. Nashiwari Surprise. So I can target one step card my opponent controls and destroy it, or if I have a punk, I can target a face-up card instead. And then, adding on, we got 2 Wild Pickings. Just basically, you want to attack my punk. It is going to be destroyed during the damage step. So, that's the little small punk engine that we got going on right now. Again, I don't have much to work with, so moving on to the next little package that we got going on. We got 2 Exosister Ellis, 1 Irene, and 1 Stella. Again, I don't have much to work with, but these are essentially free extenders. Because Stella, if I can special summon another Exosister, which would be Ellis. Ellis would then add me, or give me 800 life points, and when the opponent moves anything out of the graveyard, I can exceed summon. This I can basically draw. These 2 work in conjunction with each other, and I don't have the one that works with Irene. So, we have our 1 ultra rare packs, which lets me pay 800 life points and add 1 Exosister card from my deck to my hand, except for itself. And if I add a monster, like say Ellis, and I have Stella on board, I can summon Ellis. Or if I have Stella in the graveyard. And then going on with that, we have 2 armaments. Basically, I can target 1 Exosister monster I control and exceed summon. And I can only activate it during my opponent's turn unless they control monsters special summoned from the graveyard. Not the greatest card, but again, it works well with the package. Now onto the staples in a nutshell. We got the 1 Torrential and 1 Solemn Strike. Basically power cards to stop our opponent. We also have Risebell the Star Adjuster and 2 Emergency Teleports to summon him out. He's another level manipulator. He can go up to level 6 or bring another card up to level 6 when he's special summoned. Emergency Teleport specials him from the hand or deck. I thought that would be a neat little addition. And I got a nice little combo corner to show off. But we're also playing the 1 Wandering Griffin Rider as a 2k free summon. again, like, I struggled to find some cards. And much to my dismay, we still have 3 Hidden Armory. Hidden Armory is not that great because we're not allowed to normal summon our set when we activate it. So if we activate it, we got no place because our deck is essentially normal summon reliant, unfortunately. Moving on to the extra deck, which is basically a lot of filler with all the extra deck cards that we can have. So we got Ignister Prominence, the Blasting Draco Slayer. We can't summon it because we need a Pendulum Monster, which we do have some, but the chances of him coming up are very slim. We have 2 Rising Carp, our Fusion Monster, so we can fusion summon using the Madame Spider and that into a 26 booty, tribute it, bring them back, and essentially get another one plus a interruption. We do have 3 Castels because, well, why not? We have the room, and he's a really good rank 4 because he can target 1 face-up card on the field, monster on the field, change it to face down, or I can detach 2 and shuffle a card back into the deck. We have 1 Exeter Caspitel and 1 Sophiel. Essentially, we exceed summon Caspitel and then get Sophiel out with their effect if they special summon from the grave. Or have a card special summon from the grave. We got 3 Exostags, probably our boss monster for right now. Because he can attach a monster from graveyards and yeah, or from the field. And we got 3 Exobeetles, who is our challenge to summon this week. Moving on from that, we got a little bit of a side deck. 15 cards, but do they really matter? Not really. 3 Goki-Pole in case we want to swap into a more consistent build with our 2 more hoppers. Psychic Wielder as another tuner / psychic monster we can probably bring out. Following that up with a Nian Nian. Like I said, we do have 2 Pendulum monsters, the Sofa Chords. We can use Angelia and say Psychic Wielder to make Ignister Prominence, but the chances of it coming up are very low, and Dreamia is just there to be there because we can maybe Pendulum Summon. Dicefoon is still in the extra deck as back row removal. Earthquake, again, like, these all, like Brain Control, Ego Boost, Dice Knight, all these cards essentially are to try and control the board however we can. But that is our deck, and let's move over to the little bit combo corner here. Okay, so allow me to explain some of our combos with this deck. So, starting off, we're gonna need Dragonfly, Ladybug, and Emergency Teleport. So these 3 cards in our opening hand essentially will give us a rank 5 play, or a rank 4. So we'll start off by normal summoning Dragonfly, equipping Ladybug to him, popping her to trigger to level Dragonfly up to level either 4 or 5. In this situation, we are going to choose 4. So, because the card that was equipped to Dragonfly was popped, we're allowed to search our deck and special summon Centipede. Centipede is then going to trigger and equip Ladybug again, pop himself to level him up by 4, or to level 4, which in turn is going to add, we'll just say Insect Caliber for the sake of it. It doesn't matter at this point. So now we can overlay these two onto the side deck, into the extra deck here, and go into Casapatel. Casapatel has the effect where we can detach one and add a Exosister from our deck to our hand. That has to be a monster. So with that in mind, we are going to add Ellis, because Ellis can special summon herself while we have an Exosister on board. From there, we can activate Emergency Teleport and bring out Ridespell. Ridespell will then raise his level to level 4, to which we can then seize these two into a Stofel, which is a bounce on our turn. So that is one of our main combos. And then if we happen to go into King's Court, we could then overlay into F-Zero and then go into Utopic Draco Future as a little option there. So that's our main combo line. But of course, it all depends on if we can start with Dragonfly. But we do have 3 different ways of getting into Dragonfly, being Insect Imitation and Dragonfly himself, and I guess we could go with Centipede if we're desperate enough. But other than that, the deck looks fairly solid, given that it's a week 2 deck. And yeah, unfortunately this week we're not able to go to locals because my schedule did not line up for it. Next week won't either, so we're stuck with some online play. And post-narration, Rune is going to be in charge of that. Alright, match number 1 here, we are going up against Rust. Alright. They're playing 60 cards. We are going first, and we see nothing. We see a Garnet in hand, and essentially 2 Centipedes with no Dragonfly. Activates Magician Souls, pitching the Apprentice Illusion Magician, which I'm assuming now is a Dark Magician deck. So, I am, oh, never mind. Oja Magic is activated, and Oja Simulation. banishing all 3 Ojamas that he just added to summon the ABCs. So I'm like, what? Either way, Saryuja comes down using all 3 ABCs and the Magician Souls. This is a very, very interesting deck right here. 3 cards being shuffled back from Saryuja's 4 material effect. An additional special summon of Pankratops 3k, taking 5,800. So I'm going to go ahead and activate Always Chain, just so that I can see if I can bait out the Pankratops. A little bit of a cheap strategy, I know, but ABC Buster, Dragon Buster is going to come out now, and Oja Simulation is going to banish itself, recycle the 3 Ojamas, and I don't manage to bait out the Pank. And there's really nothing I can do against that kind of board. Game 2, I'm not looking that much better. Rise Bell again is in the hand, and no way of using Insect Imitation, and Hopper is just there. Twin Twister's pitching Armed Dragon Thunder level 3, and an End-Phase. Hidden Armory is not the best top deck, but going for a Hopper equipped with Excalibur is the best play I can make right now. Swinging in for 2,500, and passing turn at that. Oh boy. Hopefully they break into Ojama Blue. Ojama Blue is going to swing into Insector Hopper, inflict 2,500 to himself, and then add 2 Ojama cards from deck to hand. That one is going to pitch Oja Magic to add Ojama Blue and then summon it along with adding the Armed Dragon Thunder. And then Forbidden Droplets is going to be activated to lower Hopper's attack power, just so that he doesn't take as much damage, and keeps recycling his Ojama cards, or their Ojama cards, who knows. But again, Armed Dragon Thunder and Ojama Blues being added to the hand, more Ojamas with Oja Match, and I'm just trying to figure out what the hell is going on right now. So another 2,500, down to 500 life. If I can sink in any kind of damage, that's game. Main phase 2, going to add back the Armed Dragon Thunder and Ojama Red. Ojama Red is going to be summoned, and all 3 Ojamas are going to be summoned out, including a second copy of Ojama Yellow. Saryuja is going to come down, draw 4, shuffle 3 back. The card that banishes the 3 Ojamas. Oh no, that reborns them. Never mind. I thought that was the one that sends them all. But Ojama Delta Hurricane is going to go ahead and destroy my field. Excalibur is going to activate to bring back Hopper. Appaloosa is going to be made with 4 materials. Ojama Simulation is going to be activated, banishing the 3 in order to summon out ABC. Those are going to be linked off into IP. And then, I want to say, if my memory serves me correctly, yeah, linked off into Nightmare Phoenix. So that on the next turn I have to deal with a Crusadia Avermax, along with ABC Buster Dragon, and also A4 Negate Appaloosa. Suffice to say, I scoop. Alright, game number 2 here, and we are playing against one of my favorite decks of all time, Evil Swarm. Little known fact about me, Evil Swarm was one of my first actual decks during a dueling book where I just actually took the ladder. But here we are going up against the main man, and I know how this deck works. Hell, I've been playing it on Master Duel for quite a while, so he's gonna add Evil Swarm Caster to hand, summon Rescue Rabbit, banish Rescue Rabbit to summon Evil Swarm Helioptile. Helioptile is then going to be Exceed summoned into Evil Swarm Ophion, which is then going to go ahead and add Infestation Pandemic. See? I know what I'm talking about. Infestation Pandemic is going to protect Ophion from any spells and traps. With one set, passing it over to us, drawing Dragonfly, or not Dragonfly, Ladybug in the turn. I'm gonna go ahead and activate Ladybug after summoning her to equip Dragonfly, or Hornet. Wow. Hornet is going to pop itself, and I'm trying to figure out, does Dragonfly count, or Hornet, sorry, does Hornet count as a spell and trap right now, or is it a monster? It's equipped, but it is also resolving in the graveyard. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit Ophion. If they chain Pandemic, then it's whatever. Goes through. So now I'm like, okay. Gonna go ahead and activate Insect Imitation, sending Ladybug to try and summon Dragonfly, and we get Ash Blossomed. Ouch. That really hurts, but we have 2 Centipedes in hand, and a emergency teleport. So, Ophion, with its level 5 negation, is not going to hurt us too much. Caster is going to be summoned, which is then going to trigger its effect to normal summon the third Helioptile. Hit for a massive chunk of damage here. And, overlay in... Nope. Activate Dimensional Fissure, which is actually going to really hurt us, but in all honesty, Tornado Dragon as a follow-up play isn't the worst thing, because we're going to go ahead and summon Centipede. Centipede is going to activate to grab us a Hornet, and quite frankly, I'm going to Hornet pop Fissure, but Tornado Dragon is going to be activated in response, starting a chain, popping Hornet. Hornet is then going to be sent to the graveyard, which is going to trigger Centipede to bring Excalibur to hand. And quite frankly, the way I'm thinking right now, clear the Tornado Dragon, and I'm thinking, no, it's not worth it to add right now. So we're going to clear the Tornado Dragon, and on the next turn we're going to hit the Dimensional Fissure, grab Dragonfly, and if we survive the next turn, we're going to pop off from there. Raigeki is going to be activated, so unfortunately the Centipede is sent to the graveyard. We're going to add Ladybug back to hand, and Thunderbird is going to be summoned. Thunderbird is an annoying card that is going to banish itself and then bring itself back at the end of the turn with 300 more attack. Drawing for turn, we get the Punk, and quite honestly, no, I do make the play. Okay, good. Good. I'm not completely stupid. Equipping Hornet, we're gonna go ahead and activate Emergency Teleport. I don't know. Oh, wait, no, I do make Summon Risebell. Gonna raise Risebell's level to level 6. Currently, Centipede is level 6, so we can make and complete our challenge for Exabeetle. So we're gonna go ahead and activate Exabeetle, and I make a huge misplay here. After we grab the Ophion, Thunderbird is going to banish itself. And here I'm thinking it's Exastag. So I'm like, oh, wait, what? Reading cards, people, reading cards. So we're gonna unfortunately pop our equip spell and get rid of the Dimensional Fissure. Gonna go ahead and add Elise with Exosister packs and swing in for a nice lofty 1000 damage. Thunderbird's gonna come back during the standby phase with 1900 or 1950, sorry. Pot of Prosperity is going to be activated, banishing 3 cards. If they get a normal summon, that's it. That's the game. They got the Kirkion. So that is going to be game right there because they normal summon Kirkion. That's just weird. Game number 2 here. I'm trying to decide if it's worth it to go first or second. We're gonna go second, and we do have pretty much full combo right here. So even with an Ophion, we'll be able to take it with Exastag. Unexpected Die is going to summon out Helioptile. Rescue Rabbit is going to be summoned, banishing itself. I don't know why they did this, but in all honesty, I would have kept Unexpected Die if I was going to summon Rescue Rabbit. But maybe they had a plan. So they're going to go ahead and exceed into Ophion again. Evil Swarms only generally do one play, and that's like Ophion. But they're going to get Infestation set to and pass it off to us. So right away, I know that they're going to have they might have Pandemic already set. But we're going to go ahead and normal summon Dragonfly, activating the effect to equip Ladybug, and send Ladybug to raise Dragonfly's level to level 5. Dragonfly is then going to activate to summon a Centipede from deck. Or no, never mind, we're going to summon Hornet. I don't know why I didn't oh wait, no, I know why I didn't. We're going to activate Hornet to equip Ladybug from the graveyard. Send Ladybug to... or, never, not going to send Ladybug, we're just going to go ahead and Exceed Summon into Exastag here. Infestation is going to be activated, shuffling back the Helioptile to add Kirkion to hand. We're going to go ahead and activate Exastag to equip Ophion. And now we have a live Hornet. That was my reasoning behind this play. God, I can't believe I didn't see it. We're going to go ahead and set the Dice Nide and pass it off to our opponent. They're going to go ahead and normal summon Kirkion. Nope, they're gonna normal summon Caster. We're gonna go ahead and activate Dice Nide. And, it's not gonna help. I don't know why I decided this said. But Caster is going to normal summon Kirkion. Kirkion's gonna banish Helioptile to add the other Helioptile, and then get to normal summon again. They're gonna normal summon the third Helioptile. And then they are going to go ahead and overlay again into Tornado Dragon. I don't think they have a second Ophion in their deck, otherwise I would have probably gone Ophion. But no, there's the Tornado Dragon, and Dice Knight is going to be activated, to which they are going to chain Tornado Dragon, popping Dice Knight, which is really nice because that means they're not hitting the Ophion and don't have anything to attack over Exostag. So they're going to pass turn. For turn, we draw a nice card. Oh, they also set one. We're going to go ahead and summon Centipede. Centipede, we're going to go ahead and equip Hornet. Tornado Dragon is going to be activated to pop Hornet, which is going to trigger Centipede. Infestation is going to shuffle back Kirkion to add Kirkion to hand. So we're going to go ahead and get ourselves a nice powerful Exact Caliber. And we're going to go ahead and equip the Tornado Dragon, so we can just start swinging in with massive amount of damage. I'm like, okay, we got game on board right now. Gonna swing in with the Centipede first, and we get Storming Mirror Forest. Caliber is gonna activate, allowing us to get Dragonfly back to hand at least. So there's something. And we do know that they have a Kirkion in hand. And Caster is going to be normal summoned, which is going to normal summon the Kirkion, which is going to banish Helioptile from the grave. Oh no, going to banish Ophion to get Helioptile, so that I can't grab Ophion from the graveyard, which is a really smart play. Normal summon again the Helioptile and start swinging in for a good chunk of damage here. Now, let me tell you a nice little story. I misplay so bad here, and I just realized how bad. So, Tornado Dragon number 2 is going to be summoned. Infestation is going to be activated, shuffling back the Helioptile to add Kirkion. So we're stuck with one interruption. We're gonna go ahead and activate Emergency Teleport and get out our Punk Madame Spider. I don't know why I don't activate Madame Spider's effect here. Instead, I'm gonna normal summon Shura Kusai and activate its effect to Fusion Summon Rising Carp. And pass my turn at that. There are so many better plays I could have made right there. Dimensional Fissure is going to be activated, and now I cannot Rising Carp. But at least, hey, Rising Carp has 2600 defense, so, Raikiki's gonna clear it, and Kirkion's gonna come down, and that is going to be the game. Alright, so final game for today, and we are going to be going up against PK Adventurers. Now let me tell you, we are not at this level yet. We're gonna choose to go first, and our starting hand is not exactly the greatest. We're gonna go ahead and normal summon Elise and set a Solemn Strike. And the Armament. So, gonna go ahead and start off with a Foolish Burial for the Water Enchantress, which we're going to go ahead and Solemn Strike. Following that, the Chain Link is going to go ahead and resolve, so we can activate Elise because the card was moved from the graveyard to Exceed Summon. However, let me tell you that Ghost Ogre is going to be activated, thus Elise does not get to resolve. Right is going to be activated to summon a Adventurer token and set the Fateful Adventurer, which is then going to be adding Draco back and then sending Draco back to add another Water Enchantress. Draco back is then going to equip to the Adventurer and then proceed to bounce Armament back to the hand. Water Enchantress is going to be summoned and then linked off into Cherubini. Cloak is going to be activated to add Boots to hand, which is then going to trigger Torn Scales. Torn Scales is going to summon itself. And then pitch another Torn Scales to send Gloves to Graveyard. Gloves is going to be... Nope. Silent Boots is going to be special summoned. And then both are going to go into Levianeer. Levianeer is then going to pitch to bring Cloak back, so that Cloak and Cherubini can be linked off into Bardiche. Bardiche is going to go ahead and send the Boots to the graveyard in order to set Shade Brigandine. Following that, Boots is then going to be banished so that they can add Fogblade, which they will proceed to then set after activating Boots to send the Wings to the graveyard. Wings is then going to be banished to special summon Cloak once more. Cloak is then going to be activated to increase Bardiche's attack by 1,000, to which Shade Brigandine is going to be chained. Following that, Shade Brigandine is going to be linked off into Link Spreader, which both are then going to be linked off into Repellent Verte Anaconda, which is then going to send Fusion Destiny and Dasher and Celestial. So this is an OTK. Suffice to say, even if it wasn't, we cannot out this board. Okay, so let's move on to game 2. Not much for siding, but game number 2, we are going to be, I think, going second. I don't exactly remember, as this is a couple days later, and I apologize, but yeah, we choose to go second. And we do have a fairly decent hand, but combo gets started. Enchantress is going to be sent to add Fateful Adventurer, which is going to get a token, which is then going to set... Right is going to be activated, getting all the stuff needed. Get the Adventurer token, add Draco back. Draco back is then going to be sent to add the Griffin Rider. Draco back is then going to be equipped to the Adventurer token. Griffin Rider is going to be special summoned. There's an Omni Negate right there. And then linked off into Repellent Verte Anaconda to send Fusion Destiny for Destroy Phoenix Enforcer. Fortunately, both the cards were in the hand. Phoenix Enforcer is then going to be activated to pop Verte Anaconda, and then triggered to return during the standby phase. So we got a pop to worry about, but we're gonna normal summon Dragonfly. Activate Dragonfly. Does this go through? No. Destroy Phoenix Enforcer is going to unfortunately have something to say and then trigger again. So we don't have anything else, so we're just gonna set 3 and pass. Unfortunately, our deck loses to one single disruption right now. Dracobak is going to bounce one of the armaments set. Water Enchantress is going to banish herself from the graveyard to add right to hand, which is going to... No, another Enchantress is going to be added to the hand, and then sent to the graveyard. Foolish Burial is going to be activated to send Boots. Yep, send Boots. Boots is then going to be activated, banishing itself. I can strike here, but I don't want to. I'm debating it. Because if we strike here, then I can't strike the Destroy Phoenix Enforcer if I'm actually able to, but yeah. We're gonna take 4,500 directly here. And unfortunately, Destroy Phoenix Enforcer did not... Oh, wait, no. It did get activated, so I'm going to negate it. However, I did not choose the correct timing on that, so I lost the game. There's nothing I can do against Phoenix Enforcer now, and I realized as soon as I clicked the button for yes that I messed up. So, all in all, 3 games lost. Unfortunately, not in the locals, so yeah. Still no games won or any challenges completed except for the punishment challenge. We escaped the punishment for this week. Woo! And again, I'm sorry that the video has taken so long to actually get out here. It's been a long time in the making, and I've already got the next opening all planned out and said and done. So let's go ahead and see if we can get a win with the next episode. So until then, this is Rune Manatike, and I will see you guys later.